Okay, hello guys. Pag-aralan natin yung projectile motion. Now for our introduction, we have the diagram or figure na for isang projectile motion. And let's say that this is the initial point. Sa initial point na to, dito natin ngayon in-apply yung force or yung initial velocity ng ating object. So, yung object na yon, ang in-apply natin na velocity has a certain angle. Itong kulay green, this is the initial velocity and naka-apply siya at a certain angle with the horizontal. Siyempre, di ba, yung velocity natin, pwede ngayon yan magkaroon ng vertical component. So, VI, initial velocity na vertical, and VI din, pero X, initial velocity na horizontal. And then, ipa-follow niya yung kanyang projectile motion. Now, let's say na ang i-consider nating time is the time na kung saan si object, yung projectile natin is nandito na sa point na to. So ngayon, magbabago, di ba? There will be now the change in velocity na kung saan yung final velocity vertical is magiging VFY and then ngayon we have this the VFX for the horizontal velocity. And then by the change in position of our projectile, yung x ngayon, that is now the horizontal distance. Na yung x na to, yung kulay blue, ito yung na-travel ng projectile natin horizontally from the initial point. While yung I naman, ito naman yung na-travel ng projectile natin vertically from the initial point. And then we have the point here na kulay red. This is the maximum height that can be reached by our projectile. So kung maximum height siya, unti-unti na siyang bababa. So bakit ba titigil sa taas? Kasi nandoon ngayon yung point na kung saan yung velocity na vertical, no, yung Vy is wala na. Zero na siya. And then unti-unti na ulit siyang bababa, magkakaroon na ulit ng velocity kasi bababa na eh. And then if we are looking for the total na final velocity, so first, we must solve ano yung mga final velocities ng each component. Na mapapag-aralan naman natin yun. We need to find the final velocity na horizontal and yung final velocity na vertical. And then ipipythagorean theorem lang natin na square root of Vx square plus Vy square. Talking now about sa vertical component muna, we have this formula. So, di ba, sabi nga natin, no, yung initial velocity VI, pwede siyang hatiin into VIY and VIX. Na ito ngayon, yung expansion or ito ngayon yung solution natin para makuha yung VIY galing sa mismong initial na velocity. Galing sa mismong VI. And that is VI sin theta. Pakita ko na rin no, yung sa horizontal component. Pagdating sa horizontal component, VIX, ang nakamultiply naman ngayon sa initial velocity ay cosine theta. Okay? Next, highlight natin yung mga important formula. So next naman, dito naman tayo sa final velocities. Di ba, mayroon ngayon magpagbabago sa velocity vertically. So kung naalala nyo, yung formula ng rectilinear motion, may pagkakahawig siya. Pero may konting pagkakaiba, syempre. Na yung final velocity ng y is equal to the initial velocity ng y minus gt. Di ba nung rectilinear motion tayo, ang ano natin, ang final velocity natin is vi plus 80. Di ba? Vi plus 80. Pero take note here, na viy minus gt. And take note, ito yung highlight natin. Yung VIY, di ba, pwede siyang i-expand as VI sin theta and then ima-minus natin yung GT. Next, dito naman, pagdating sa vertical component na distance, dito muna pala tayo sa horizontal component na velocity. Constant pala ngayon yung speed na meron kapag horizontal component. Kung ano man yung mas isosolve nating VI cosine theta, di ba, that is the VIX, equal daw siya kay final velocity. Next naman, talking about the distances or the displacements. So we have here positive, negative y. This is the vertical displacement. And then sa rectilinear motion, if you can still remember solving for the distance, ayon ay VIT plus 1 half 80 square. May pagkakahawig, di ba? So ito naman is vertical component, syempre, kaya VIY na naka-times sa T and then minus 1 half GT square. And then sa baba, yung i-highlight natin, dito tayo sa mismong formula. Kasi di ba yung VIY, kung gusto nating ipakita using the initial velocity, that is VI sin theta. Diba? Ayun yung VIY. So times yung time, and then minus 1 half GT square. Ito siya, di ba? Itong mga VIY na to, ito yung pinalit natin. Kaya nakikita nyo ngayon yung expanded form niya. And then, kinapi lang natin yung mga susunod. And then, dito tayo sa horizontal component. Since constant ang speed na meron sa horizontal component, para lang tayo nag-algebra na yung distance is equal to speed times time. Diba? And then yung VIX nga na yon, i-expand lang natin as VI cosine theta times time. Ayan. Next, ano yung mga notes na kulay blue pagdating sa vertical component? So, titingnan pala natin ngayon yung displacement from the initial point papunta sa final point. Kung yung final point daw ay mas mataas kaysa sa pinanggalingang point ng projectile, yung height daw na yon positive yung ilalagay. Pero kung yung final point, na yung ang final point is mas mababa sa initial point. So, yung term natin, pinagbagsakan. 'Di ba? Kung meron tayong initial point and then merong final point na pagbabagsakan, 'di ba yung final point na yun is mas mababa sa initial, negative daw yung height na ilalagay natin. Pero kung yung final point at saka yung initial point are of the same level, lalo na no, kung hindi talaga babanggitin ng problem na mas mataas or mas mababa yung final point kaysa sa initial point, ina-assume talaga natin na same level sila. Yung y na isa-substitute natin sa formula na gagamitin natin, 0. And then for the last formula, no, yung final velocity na meron si vertical component, square natin, that is equal to the initial velocity square. Ito yan, in-expand lang ulit natin yung initial velocity, vi sin theta square. And then ima-minus natin yung 2g times yung height. Next. And then we have here the general equation of the projectile. Na-take note of the variables na involved dito. Y, yung height. X, yung horizontal range. Yung theta naman, yung angle of projectile. And then lastly, yung initial velocity. Di ba? Apat yan. Apat na variables. We have the formula no, that the positive or negative y is equal to x tangent theta minus gx squared over 2 times vi cosine theta squared. And guys, na-check nyo lang naman, sa apat ba na variables na to, involved sila. No, titingnan natin, pag naglista ba ako ng given, maililista ko yung apat na kung saan isa lang sa kanila yung nawawala. Kung isa lang sa kanila yung nawawala, try to use that general equation of the projectile. Pero siguro no, in this video, let us try to master the formula no, na nakaseparate para sa vertical component and para sa horizontal components. Na ito, yung mga hinighlight natin. Na para sa horizontal component, madali lang, di ba? That yung VIX, VI cosine theta. And then, hindi nagbabago yung velocity niya, constant. Kung ano man yung nasolve kong VI cosine theta, siya din yung final. And then dito, para lang akong nagsosolve ng distance is equal to speed times time. Pagdating dito sa vertical component, yung VIY, VI sin theta. And I have the first formula, solving for the final velocity y. Second formula naman, solving for the y, the displacement. And third formula naman is yung may minus 2gy. So try natin i-apply ngayon sa two problems sa video na to. So ipoprove natin na sila yung mga sagot. An object is launched at a velocity of 20 meters per second, making an angle of 25 degrees upward with the horizontal. Sige, ipakita natin yung figure. This is the direction of our object initially. So, finire siya. Ayan. And then, 25 degrees with the horizontal. And then, itong VI na to, ang value niya, 20 meters per second. So, letter A, question. What is the maximum height reached by the object? So, pakita natin na let's say that this will be the maximum height. Pagdating sa height na yan, mag-start na ulit bumaba yung projectile papunta sa ground. Hindi naman kasi binanggit, di ba, kung saan nanggaling yung object. So, ina-assume natin na papunta siya, babalik siya sa initial point niya sa ground. So, eto ngayon yung maximum height. Ang question is, what is the maximum height? So, for letter A, knowing that there is the maximum height, no, that at maximum height, baka hindi natin napansin, nabanggit siya, the final velocity na meron si y must be 0. Na-understood yun ngayon guys na kapag ang condition ay maximum height, ang VFY is equal to 0. Next, yung ano naman, ito naman, VIY. Do you think we can solve for the VIY? Balik tayo sa formula. We have VI sine theta. Yes, we can solve that. The VIY is yung VI 20, isa-sign natin yung theta niya na 25 degrees. So, ang masasolve natin for the VIY is 20 sine 25. Now, 8.452. 8.452 meters per second. So, by this given, syempre, engineers know we have this G. Understood that the gravitational acceleration in meters per square second, since ang velocities natin involved ay meters per second, gamitin natin yung gravitational acceleration of Earth na 9.81 meters per square second. Check nyo to, engineers, no? By VFY, VIY, G, and the problem is asking for the maximum height. Wherein the maximum height, di ba, that is the letter Y. Vertical displacement siya. Sinong formula yung gumagamit ng apat na to sa vertical component natin? So, yung formula na gumagamit ng apat na yan sa components natin ay ito. Yung pangatlong formula natin, that Vf square is equal to Vi square minus 2Gy. So, ito yon by the formula that the Vf square ng y is equal to Vi square ng y minus 2gy. Let's have now the substitution. So, Vfy square is 0. Understood siya kapag maximum height. Yung VIY na sinolve natin is 8.452 meters per second. And then, square natin. Minus yung 2. And then, the gravitational acceleration is 9.81 meters per square second. And then, there is now the Y. So, if we are going to solve for the Y, ililipat ko siya, di ba, sa kaliwa. And then, maiiwan sa kanan yung 8.452. I-square natin. Ayan. And then, i-divide natin yung 2 times 9.81. If our instructor is allowing us to shift solve, so 0 is equal to 8.452 raised to 2 minus 2 times 9.81 alpha x. Ship solved. The answer is 3.64 meters. Na ito ba yung answer na meron yung letter A question natin? Yes, na 3.64 meters. Next, for letter B, for letter B, what is the total flight time between launch and touching the ground? So engineers, di ba, ang term din naman na yon is between initial point and final point. Now, what can we say about the initial point and the final point? They are of the same level. And ano ang magfa-follow na dapat alam natin kapag yung initial point and yung final point ay magkaparehas ng level? That is the value of the y component, the y displacement. Ang y na gagamitin natin is 0 if the final and the initial point are of the same level. O, di ba dapat may mga idea pala tayong alam tulad nung sa question letter A. Dapat kapag maximum height, alam mo kagad that the VFY is 0. So ngayon naman, kapag same level yung initial and final point, yung Y naman natin ngayon is Yung y naman natin ngayon is 0. And based on the question letter A, ano pa yung mga pwede nating gamitin na mga factors? First, the question is the time. So, sa vertical component natin, dalawang formula lang naman yung gumagamit ng time. The formula solving for the final velocity and the formula solving for the y. And na umpisahan natin yung paglilista ng given natin gamit yung y. O de, try natin ngayon gamitin yung formula na yon. Tingnan natin dito no. By positive or negative y, we have VIY times time and then minus 1/2 of GT squared. So, diba from the letter A question, may na-solve tayong VIY? So the VIY is 8.452 meters per second. Let's try to have the substitution. Yung y dito is 0. The VIY is 8.452. Diba? Meters per second. And then i-multiply natin yung time na unknown. Minus 1/2. Again, the gravitational acceleration, di naman siya nagbabago sa Earth. 9.81 meters per square second. And we have here t squared. Okay? I think naman, no, because of the availability ng calculator, allowed naman na siguro tayong mag-solve ng mga time. I think ang time 1 na lalabas dyan is 0 and we have the time number 2. Now we can shift solve. 0 is equal to 8.452 times the time minus 0.5 times 9.81 x squared. Kapag nag-shift solve tayo dito, 0. Na kasi quadratic equation siya. And then kung maalam kayo sa mathematics na by factoring, there is the t which is equal to 0. Another shift solve. Since quadratic equation nga siya, no, mayroong naka-square na t, try nating ibahin yung boundary or yung limit ng calculator. Let's say 10. O yung T2 na ilalabas niya is 1.723 seconds. So ito ba ngayon yung nasa key answer natin for the question letter B? 1.723 seconds. So yes, na 1.72 seconds. Ano naman ngayon yung horizontal range? Going back to our introduction, 'di ba kapag sinabi nating horizontal range, that is the letter X. And sana ang nasa isip na natin kapag involved yung horizontal, no, yung horizontal component, medyo mas madali siya. Kasi eto lang naman eh. Yung X natin is VI cosine theta times the time. So, solve natin. Kasi sa questions letter A and B, na ano na natin na nakita na natin yung ibang kailangan. Di ba? By the formula, that the horizontal range x is equal to VI cosine theta times the time. Meron na to. Di ba? Going back to our initial given, na ba nasaan ba yung VI and yung theta? Sa initial given natin, the VI is 20, the theta is 25 degrees. Nasulat ko siya. 20 meters per second and then 25 degrees. And based on the problem letter B, yung time naman ngayon na i-consider natin is 1.723. This is the time of the flight. Diba? So solve natin ngayon yung x. Solving for x, we have 20 cosine of 25 and then yung time naman is 1.723. So 20 cosine 25 times 1.723. 31.23 or 31.231 meters. Now, this is the horizontal range. 31.231. And ayun ba yung nasa letter C? So, yes, 31.23 meters. Now, ano naman ngayon yung magnitude of the velocity of the object just before it hits the ground? So, for letter D, di ba? For letter D, before it hits the ground, engineers, di ba ayun yung time of flight? Siyempre, bago mo ma-hit yung ground ng projectile, ayun yung time na kino-consider natin is yung time kung gaano katagal siya lumilipad. No, yung time na yon is 1.723 seconds. Next, pangalawa, by the formula, if you can still remember that the VFY, the final velocity y, is equal to VIY minus GT, we can now solve for the VFY. Diba? Yung VFY is ito, VIY. Susulat ko siya dito ngayon sa given. Na based on the previous problems, yung VIY na solve natin is 8.452 meters per second. So substitute ko siya. We have 8.452 meters per second minus yung gravity na 9.81 meters per square second. And then yung time naman is 1.723 seconds. Ano itong final velocity natin kay y? So 8.452 minus 9.81 na nakamultiply sa 1.723. So yung VY natin is negative 8.451. Negative 8.451 meters per second. So meaning, bakit siya negative? Kasi 'di ba, engineers, ayun na yung time or guys, ayun na yung time na yung projectile natin is going downward na. Kaya negative na siya, 'di ba? Para bumalik siya sa ground. Originally, 'di ba, umaakyat siya. Positive Vy 'yon. Pero dahil bababa na siya after reaching the maximum height, bababa siya, yung final velocity niya is negative. And then pangalawa, alam natin ngayon na yung final velocity na involved sa x equal siya sa initial velocity. And then nailista ba natin yung initial velocity ng x? Kung hindi, isolve natin. Di ba the initial velocity of x is just vi cosine theta. So we have the initial velocity. Dito, tingin tayo dito sa letter C. The initial velocity is 20. And then yung angle naman is 25. Now we have here 20 cosine of 25. No, 18.126. 18.126 meters per second. And then finally, no, ano bang alam natin para makuha natin yung pinaka final velocity? Nasa introduction natin siya. Gamit yung dalawang components, square root natin yung sum of their squares. Now, solving now for the VF, square root of the 2. Yung final Y velocity, negative 8.451 square plus yung final X velocity, 18.126 square. Square root of 8.451 square plus 18.126 square. So 19.999 or approximately 20 meters per second. So, ang sagot natin sa letter D, 20 meters per second. Ang sagot natin sa letter C, 31.23. Ang sagot natin sa B, 1.723. And ang sagot natin sa A, 3.64. So napuprove natin ngayon yung apat na sagot para sa ating 4 questions. Okay, isa pa. Na-try pa natin magsagot. A soccer ball is kicked at 35 degrees above the horizontal and it lands 13.8 meters away and reaches a maximum height of 2.42 meters. Now, what is the initial vertical velocity? To try natin ngayon na kung yung tanong, what is VIY? Ito yung tanong, no? Hindi yung mismong VI. Kapag ang VI ang hinanap nyo, you are looking for the initial velocity. Pero ang tanong sa letter A, initial vertical velocity. Gamitin natin yung condition that the maximum height, binigay no, yung maximum height na 2.42 meters. Ano kagad yung kapartner nito? Kung merong maximum height, so syempre y ito. Y value yan, di ba? Kasi height siya. Pero maximum. Meron ulit kaagad ka-partner, di ba? Understood yon na sumusunod na yung final velocity ng y is 0. And then we have g. Siyempre, hindi nawawala yung g. 9.81 meters per square second. Based on these quantities pa lang ngayon, no, na merong VIY, VFY, G, and Y na involved, naiisip ba natin yung formula na to? By the formula that the VFY square is equal to VIY square minus 2GY, we can have the substitution. Diba 0 itong final velocity? We are looking for the VIY. And then we have 2 times 9.81 meters per square second. And then yung y naman is 2.42 meters. Masasolve na natin yung VIY. So by lilipat ko sa kaliwa, di ba? 2 times 9.81, nilipat sa kaliwa. Tsaka yung 2.42. And then yung sagot nila, equal yan sa VIY square. And then, square root natin para maging VIY na lang. Na 6.891 meters per second. 6.891 meters per second. Okay. Napuprove natin yung letter A. Next, letter B. How long does it take to hit the ground? So, ganun ulit engineers and guys, ina-assume natin that the final point and initial point ay same level. No? And yung dalawang yon, yung same level na sinasabi natin ay yung ground. Na ini-start natin sa ground. So, syempre, tama naman, di ba? Yung soccer ball, ikikik mo siya. That is the initial point. Di ba? Initially, nasa ground yung soccer ball na yon. And then yung tanong nung letter B, how long does it take para matamaan niya ulit yung ground? Lilipad yung soccer ball, babalik sa ground. And ano ulit yung alam natin kapag same level yung initial and final point? We have the letter Y, which is equal to 0. And then by the familiarity, di ba, of our solution, if it is asking for the time, try nga natin gamitin ngayon yung formula na gumagamit ng Y and ng time. Hindi ko na babalikan yung page, ah. I-back nyo na lang yung video kung gusto ninyong makita ulit ano yung formula na yon sa ating introduction. Pero ito siya. We have Y, which is equal to VIY times T minus 1/2 of GT squared. Then let's have the substitution kasi from the letter A question, pwede natin ngayon gamitin yung 6.891 meters per second sa initial velocity. Substitute tayo. 0 yung Y. The initial Y velocity is 6.891 meters per second. And then times time minus 1/2. And then the gravity is 9.81 meters per square second. And then t squared. Shift solve na lang siguro tayo, guys, no? 0 is equal to 6.891 times x minus 0.5 times 9.81 and then x squared. Ayan. Shift solve. So the value of time is 1.405 seconds. 1.405 seconds. Ito ba yung sagot natin sa letter B? Yes, 1.405 seconds. What's the initial horizontal velocity? So for letter C, ano daw yung VIX? Uh, there is the range, 13.8 meters away. Sige, ayun muna yung gamitin natin. Binigay sa problem to eh. Yung range daw is 13.8. 13.8 meters away from the initial point. And then nasolve natin yung time. Tama. 1.405 seconds. Pwede ngayon gamitin ito. Yung distance times time. Kasi, kasi di ba engineers, yung ano natin, yung speed natin horizontal is constant. Kaya gagamitin lang natin yung algebra na distance times time. And that horizontal velocity is VI cosine theta, or wag na nating i-expand as cosine theta kasi yung mismong VIX yung tinatanong. So ayan. Yung x, 13.8 meters. We are looking for the VIX. And then nakamultiply sa 1.405. Now solving now for the VIX. Now we have 13.8 divided by 1.405. 9.822. 9.822 meters per second. Tama. And then lastly, with what velocity was the ball initially kicked? Pwedeng ganito na lang. Di ba sa letter D? Wala palang binigay na angle. Meron bang binigay na angle? Meron, 35 degrees. Dalawa yung pwedeng gawin. Sige, isolve natin. Solving for the VI, pwede siyang square root, di ba, ng VIX square plus VIY square. Nakuha natin yun eh, yung mga VI na yun eh. Ito siya. Sa letter B, we have 6.8, yung X muna. Yung X speed natin, nakuha natin dito. sa letter C. So 9.822 square. Yung y naman is 6.891 square. So, anong sagot siya? Computin muna natin. Square root of 9.822 square plus 6.891 square. So, 11.998 meters per second. So, that is correct. No? 11.99 meters per second. And that's it. Diba? Pwede rin naman kasi ito eh. Yung 35 na angle, di ba equal to sa VI sin 35? No, yung 6.891, yung 6.891, i-divide natin by sin 35. So 12, di ba? 12 din, approximately 12. Yung 9.822, i-divide naman natin by cosine 35. So 11.99 din, approximately 12. So ayan muna for our discussion sa projectile. Now let's hope na sana magkaroon tayo ng next video, no, discussing the projectile motion.